Okay, now I'm always trying to figure out how in the world can I get to the other side of 4. First, let's understand that the 1 dot to the division of the top and the bottom is the center. To the cycle of 3, which is the top, the bottom, and the center on one side and the other side. To where the 2 corners and the 2 corners where there's nothing in between. To where there's something in between where we connect these 2 corners to this and these 2 corners to this, creating its first 5. Okay, 5 is an equivalent of 2, 2, and 1. Then in order to create 7, 8, and 9, you need 3, 1, and 3. So you take 3 dots in the center here, okay, to the 1 dot in the center here, to the 3 dots in the center here. No, we end up going towards the 6. Do we see the 6? The 6 is over here. 3 on this side, okay, and 3 on this side, and 1 in the center. Is that the way we do it? We ask myself the question, why would I do 8 this way and 7 this way when 1 is actually the halfway? Okay, 1 is the halfway. 1 and 5 equals 6. Okay, so the F letter is 1 after the E letter. E is 5, therefore add 1. Okay, V1 would be 6. If we want to create it all in its own, to the left side is A, to the right side is A, and in between is 5. 5 minus, 5 plus. D, E, D, okay, or D, E, R, because there's 1, 2, 3 sides, 3 worlds. Divide up and down, north and south. It doesn't matter where down or where up. And when you're going side to side, there's the center to the 2 on each side. Okay? The G letter, why can't I say it's 6 and 1? Fa. But in all reality, G is in the E family. G7, E5 is the center. Okay? The center, 7 days a week, 7 game formation. B and E, 5 and 2, the number of man. 6 and 1 both create G. The 3, 1, 3, 7, okay, which is 6. 3 on this side, 3 on this side, 1 in the center, 1 in the center bringing the light. That would be your FA. Instead of now having EA creating F, AEA, which is A and O. O is the circle, O is the egg. O is created by E and A on this side. O is created by E and A on this side. And when you take the O on both sides and you put them together, you end up with the I in the center where your 1 dot goes, okay? Instead of having 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you'll have the center dot over here, and you'll have over here 1, 2, 3. And you'll automatically look like the card. 3 here, 3 overlap on the dice here, and 3 overlap on the dice here. It's taking this dice over here, and this dice over here, and just putting it like this. Now that's where you get the I in between the 2 sides. 3, 6, 9. See the other 3? We link them together. Okay? Now we have, if you want to take a look, we have, can you see the W? See the W? At the same time, if you take a look, it's the letter N. It's the letter N, it's the letter W, whichever way you want to look. Okay? If 8 is on this side, then 6 is on the other side. 10 is on the other side. So now we're going to come back down over here. 3, 1, 3, creating your 7. Your 7 is your G, is your gateway. 5 and 2. This is your 5 and 2, where you have the light, because you need the light that brings in one side, the center, the other side. Create your 6 if you want to turn it this way. Here's the center here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here is your 5. You put another one here and another one here, you get your 6. Okay? Why? Because the 5 usually is gone. That dot is gone. You put the 2 in the center. So that would be your 5 and your 2. What would your 5 and 2 actually be representing? Well, this is your 5, and your 2 would be here and here. Don't you see the sword? You see the sword here and the sword here come together? They ignite these 2 sides, and this sword ignites these 2 sides over here. So that's where you get your B and E, which is 5 and 2, the number of man, 5 and 2, the Mayan calendar, 25, 625, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, times 41. 4 and 1 is 5. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4. The number of the sun, the number 9. When you put 3, 1, 3, 7 and 6 and 1, 7 or 5, it says B verkackt. B's all mixed up. B verkackt. Okay? Cock B. Okay, I'm not sure what else you can do with it, or it can say whatever you want to make it up to say. Well, there she goes onto the floor. So that also at the same time, it says FROM. Where do we get the OM? 7G and F6 is 13. That's the M. R is the 18. 666 from 3 worlds. 5 to the left, 5 to the right. D and F. Where do we get 13? Where do we get the O from? The O is the 15th letter. Well, if we go 5, 5, 5, overlapping each other, 5, 5, 5, that's the 15 link. 4, 5, 6 on the average is 15. 4, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5 link. 2, 5, and 8, 15. See the stretch out? The letter over here, the letter all the way down to here, we stretch it out. This would be your N. Okay? At the end, it would say CUN in the transmission. We're not going to bring it any further than that. Anyways, I thought I'd bring that to a light reality. What is this? 9 is 3, 3, and 3 like I showed you. 8 on the same dice. 3, 2, and 3. 3, 2, and 3. 3, 2, and 3. I think it'd be this one. And I think the dice has to go this way in the center on the angle. And these other ones go square. So this would be 3, 2, and 3. So this would show you this one here all the way down here. Okay, now does this cover this one over like this? See the way the bottom comes over and there's nothing in the top? See the way it becomes a one-sided V? If I want to create that reality, what it is here, I'm not sure, but I see it already works. But it has to be pretty much exact or in between, especially when it comes to the angles, because the 6 dice, right, is not the 2 dice sideways, at least not to me. It just shows that it's a divided area between here and here, and it's a bar that goes to the outside, and it's unfinished. This is an explanatory dice because there's nothing in the center. Okay? We all know it can be the propeller from the 1. The 1 gets 8. This gets 2. The 1 gets 8. And then this one gets 2. It's 2, 8, 2. 16 and 16. Bring on the light. 20/20 vision. Why? Because it's 8, 2, 8. 8 on this side, 8 on that side. 8, 2, 8 is 8 times 2, 8 plus 2. And then 8 times 2, 8 plus 2 equals to 40, which creates your blue world of fire. That's what those numbers will say, and obviously it says more. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I think I'm going to do the numbers and some artwork on this in my next video, along with French 7, 8, and 9 with 10. 10 and 6 both say 9. D in French, okay, and S in French, and S in English all say 9. It says 199, and the one spirit of Jupiter and Pluto. And then, why did I say that? 199, 16, 16. 7, 8, and 9, right, 7, 8, and 9. Well, I have to remember, I have to come back and look at this video now and tell you in the next video I write it down. It's going to bug me. What did I start with? 999, Jupiter, Venus. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. It was 10, meaning 10 in French. That's how you say it. And 6. All you have is an S. S is number 19. D is number 4. 19 and 4 is 23. 19 minus 4 is 15. The egg of creation. DS. So now you have N, north, south is that egg of creation, because N is the minus of. D minus S equals, because it's ES. It's S. It's not SE, which would say C. It's ES. ES minus 4 plus 4 is 23, equaling to 4 and 4. And S, 4 by 9 equals to 68. And there is another number that creates 168, the back of the cell phone. They use that number there, and I had it sometime during the day. But I do know that the nose says sun. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. The guy's out there picking the ice. He's looking for silver and gold, and Silver Surfer, what's he looking for in the air? Something that taste in the air, something maybe that we're breathing, the Silver Surfer that goes inside of us, and we're being transformed right now as we breathe. But if they over-transform us, they lose us. And they don't want to lose us because they need us. Because without us, there ain't them. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Ooh, can I see the light? Does that actually... That was weird. That was weird. That was really weird. You see that? Thank you for watching. Oh, how would you like part of this poetry here? Do you feel like a chain store? No, I think I read that one. Raphael 7286. Thank you for watching.